Can you hear me, Steph?
I can.
Great. This is the first game in about 9 months for the Warriors. As you were on your way to the arena or as you were warming up, did any feelings bubble up?
I mean, a lot. Love playing basketball, love being on the NBA floor. And like you said, it's been a long wait, so it's good to just get out there, play basketball, have fun, compete, try to work on some things, just get things started. So I felt like we put in a pretty good a week of work in training camp, and bodies were in good shape to come out and just, hit the ground running. Definitely a weird environment, pulling up to Chase Center with, no fans around in the building, the new court configuration and all that type of stuff. But once the ball tipped, it was kind of, that good feeling that you have, just playing basketball.
How long were you thinking about that new tunnel shot or what you wanted to do this season?
Not very long. That stuff kind of just comes to you. So I don't know. It's good adrenaline, good mojo. That's gonna be a tough act to follow, though. So don't get your hopes up.
Steph, did you eat in the car?
What?
Did you eat your meal in the car, or were you allowed to bring it in the arena?
I ate it in the car.
Yeah. You didn't test the protocols? You didn't see how safe it was?
Nah, I was just really hungry. I got the pregame meal back, so I couldn't really wait to get in here anyway. But thankfully, I didn't spill nothing on my beautiful, new sweatshirt. So I'm happy about that. It's good hand-eye coordination.
Hey, Steph, having not played for 9 months physically, how did you feel going through the game, and how do you think the rest of the team did going through the game?
We obviously know we have a long way to go, but this was a good start. Developing chemistry, understanding what we're trying to accomplish on both ends of the floor. I think defensively we were really good at times, had some slip-ups, what you'd expect in the normal preseason kind of scenario. Offensively, there's a lot of space out there. We're going to have to make shots and, take care of the ball, all the things that make us a good basketball team. Tuesday when we play, you got to get a little bit better, get a little bit more sharp, and sustain those runs of good basketball on both ends of the floor for longer periods. And then Thursday, take another step. So we'll see what the film looks like, but I think we played pretty well.
What's your confidence level moving forward? You guys aren't in a bubble. But what's your confidence moving forward that these games will go on and you won't be seeing cancellations and reschedulings?
It's hard to say. I mean, we had even a little hookup this morning, with our protocol and trying to have shoot-arounds and all that type of stuff. So I think we have the perspective. There should be no complaints, no complaining in terms of what happens, throughout the course of the year. It is our reality. There could be some surprises, some things that kind of get in the way of the flow of a regular season, but it is what it is right now. So take it a day at a time. Don't get too frustrated if things get interrupted. But, hopefully we all keep the right perspective that we're trying to do everything we can to play, consistent basketball, have a solid season, and, see how it goes.
Steph, in your experience, how long does it usually take some of your newer teammates to learn your different off-ball tendencies and some, kind of learn your game?
I mean, honestly, I don't know because I've had such a, solid, consistent core. But I think from Monday to now, we're starting to talk about some of the patterns and some of the things that, I'm used to, especially if I give up the ball and knowing where open spots on the floor are. And it'll come. I don't know what the answer, like specific answer to the question is, but it'll come. And we have the right intentions about getting those reps in, but also the understanding that if it's not pretty, just learn the lessons as we go, again, we have to take care of the basketball. We have enough talented guys and playmakers that if it doesn't, sync up, that we can still have other options. But that's kind of the beauty of this year. I think we're going to continue to get better every week, every game, and those things will start to gel.
I think we all know what Draymond can do defensively to help you guys, but offensively, how much is it going to help you guys to have another playmaker like Draymond who can do stuff on the ball and let you roam a little bit more off the ball?
It's going to be huge. I mean, we know what he's capable of in terms of putting pressure on forwards in transition, his court vision at the top of the key, and me and him playing pick and roll and all that type of stuff that we're used to. So, until he's out there, we have to continue to develop our patterns, but he'll be, have that experience coming in to help orchestrate the offense. And, we can run some sets through him at the top and he'll make the right plays. So, just gives us a look that we're used to, but a different look, than what you saw tonight.
Steph, to follow up on the rhythm part, it's been so long since you played with so many different guys at the same time. In your experience, dating back earlier in your career, how long does it take to find that rhythm, and when do you know that you have it?
I don't know. It's kind of it's different. I think we talked about the freshness of this year. I'm gonna find out, sooner than later. It's just one of those things where you have to continue to communicate. Me and EP had a play today where he's used to cutting off the ball, and that was kind of his pattern last year. And we wanted a little bit more space, and I was coming off a pick and roll, and he cut, and I thought he was gonna be in the corner, and I turned the ball over. So those type of things are gonna happen. We talked about it, set expectations on where we should be, and hopefully we get it right the next time. And those are going to happen with every player on the roster, including myself. So, tonight was a step in the right direction in terms of we just got to, 270-something days that we haven't played a basketball game. Like, that's different, and we've never been through that before. So, we just have to be really aware of what's happening and be able to call it out quickly and learn on the fly.
How good do you think you guys can be defensively this year?
Really solid. I think our goal is obviously being a top 10 defense and just kind of wreaking havoc with length and speed and versatility. Like I said, we showed flashes of it tonight. And, we still don't have Draymond, Wiseman. And I think that versatility will be huge no matter who we're playing. And it's going to be the key to our success. I think we know we can score the ball, but on a nightly basis, as you develop that chemistry offensively, and shots aren't falling, you have to rely on your defense and your rebounding to be able to stay in games and, steal a couple here or there. So, Kelly was amazing on the ball tonight, showing what he can do with his length and his quickness. Wiggs was great, showing his size and length. I don't know if you block a shot. Nah, but he can do it. Obviously, Loon is healthy. It was a huge anchor tonight, directing traffic. EP is doing a great job on the ball, and our whole second unit, they're quick, they're scrappy, and that's going to be our calling card all year. If we show up defensively, we're going to be in a lot of games.
Steph, what do you think of Michael Mulder as a shooter? What do you think his potential is as a shooter in this league?
You saw it tonight. He came off the bench, 3 straight touches, three straight buckets. So he's got confidence. I don't think he was shy at all tonight. It might have been that Canadian battle out there between him, Wiggs, Jamal Murray. There's a lot of them out there. So he wanted to show himself, and he did that. And I think he can be, a huge threat out there, and to be able to space the floor, knock down shots. he can put it on the floor a little bit too. So he's not just a one-trick pony. He can do a lot of things.
Steph, what would you like the team to improve on the next game?
Just get better on the details. I think we had 17 turnovers, so you can always get better just taking care of the ball. Defensively, I think transition defense was a little shaky at times. Obviously, Jokic is great with his outlet passes, but you got to balance being offensive rebounding and being able to defend in transition. And just overall continue to get confidence and chemistry in the defensive end. Because like I said, that's going to be, a huge part of our success. So, I'm looking forward to the next opportunity to play and try to pick up hopefully a good rhythm leading into opening night.
And by my count, I saw you, Damian, Ken, and Nico wearing the Currys. Did I miss anyone? How's that recruiting process going on?
There was 2 family members in the crowd wearing them too, so that was good. So good representation in the arena. It's pretty dope. Obviously, it's a huge, kind of surreal moment to. I've been wearing my own kicks for 7 years, but it's still, anytime you bust out a new pair, it's pretty awesome. I don't take it for granted, and they're solid. So I'm excited about obviously this year. Obviously with Curry brand and all that, launching and putting them on the floor and being out there playing basketball at the highest level. So pretty cool moment for sure. Even though the atmosphere was kind of weird.
Justin, when you first came here, the emphasis was not on defense. Mark comes in as your coach. And
Nelson didn't like defense? What you mean? That's what we did.
Score. And so Mark comes in and started talking about defense. And going back, you guys had some rough seasons. You had injuries. Bogut had injuries. But then you guys put it together. Can you go back to that time and say, and see where you guys were able to sort of pick up that eagerness, that intensity of defense, and how did you see it evolve? It looks like this team is in that same situation in some ways.
I mean, for the most part, it's when you get to that contender level, that cliche line of defense win championships is real. It's the thing that carries you through playoffs, and any team that's kind of fallen short probably could look at their defensive identity and maybe some shortcomings on that side that really made the difference between winning and losing it, and making it to the finals and winning championships. So I think our ability, especially that was that 14-15 season where I think, we were able to kind of 1 through 5, switch a lot of stuff and be versatile on the wings and that kind of positionless defense. I'm sure it had been tried before, but we were elite at the defending and causing havoc. And then obviously offensively, we were able to take advantage of that. So, once you see the results of effort, intensity, focus on that end of the floor, and how it makes certain games a little bit easier, to win, especially down the stretch, you get a little edge around that. And obviously Draymond was huge in developing that identity for us. Andre as well, and Clay. Keep going down the list. So it's pretty cool to see the results of that and the success to that. And now we have to do it in a different way with different, cast of characters, but we understand how important it is.
Do you see guys like Bays and Oubre and Wiggins having that mentality too, that, they're using their length just on the wings and stuff to make things happen and create havoc that can get offense going?
No doubt. I think, obviously in this league, there's a lot of guys that can put the ball in the basket and have been doing it for a long, long time and at every level of the game. But a lot of the guys have made a lot of money in this league by, being a presence on both ends of the floor. And I think they all understand that and understand the value in that. So, they're bringing that edge and that commitment. Just we have to execute.
Hey, Steph, you've played in front of some of the most raucous crowds in basketball history. What's the adjustment like for you now playing in an arena that's virtually empty?
don't know. I'll let you know as we kind of get through it. It's weird today, and we'll see what the vibe is on the road in SAC. These next 2 games, and then when we get on the East Coast for that opening week, it's gonna be different. I think talking to some guys that were in the bubble. Obviously the venue is a little smaller, so it's a little bit more intimate. Kind of some more like in-game production stuff that made it a little bit liver, but maybe just changing scenery, changing venues, actually playing legit road games, even if there's not fans. That should hopefully kind of get us going a little bit. But you got to make sure you pack your own energy in your suitcase for sure, because it is a little different, and we'll see how it goes.
Steph, what was it like for you to get to play with Bazemore again?
It's cool, man. It's actually kind of crazy because Mike Malone was on the other side of, coaching Denver, and he was here obviously during those days. So it was a pretty cool little mini reunion. And Baze is, like he said, he's carried the Warrior DNA ever since he left, and he's grown up a lot since then. Bringing that kind of veteran experience back to our team, and he's been great. He's been vocal. He's been helping the young guys. He's obviously been playing extremely well, and excited for some familiarity, obviously. But he's a different player than he was, his first year in the league, first 2 years in the league. So excited about what he can do for us this year off the bench and giving us an identity and an expectation to winning.
Steph, I was wondering, with the FDA approval of the emergency use for the vaccine, have you guys been briefed about when you might get access to it and how you go about it? I mean, the team, will you all get the vaccine? Do you talk it within you guys? I mean, how do you go about it?
What was the first thing you said? What happened?
With the FDA approval, the emergency approval.
Oh, FDA approval. I got you. I think you said NBA approval. I was
no, FDA.
Missed that one.
No,
I was like, they waiting out back? Oh, my bad.
No, FDA.
We'll find out as we go, just like every bit of the COVID protocols. I mean, there's obviously an urgent need in the front lines, and there's a lot of important decisions that need to be made at the highest level of our country. So we will see. We'll be ready for anything. It's obviously an education opportunity in terms of just where we are as a society in general and all the different implications of vaccine, the distribution, and what that means for every citizen. So we'll address that as it comes. Right now, we haven't crossed that bridge yet. Y'all go to sleep.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate that. No practice tomorrow. No media availability. We'll email you Monday's schedule at some point tomorrow. Thank you.